Look at this hat. Look at the way it's sitting. It's just...
Okay.
Which way's the beach?
Which way is the beach that way?
This way. Okay, let's get down to business.
Alrighty. Welcome to episode 6 of F That.
Photo chat.
You didn't do the big... Here we go.
I have low energy today. Okay. No coffee.
And this is our...
holiday Christmas episode.
Right before Christmas.
Yeah. Hence the hats.
Yeah.
I told Chuck that he needs to wear this one, but he refuses.
Yeah. I don't have hair. Why would I have a hairy hat?
It would just look really funny.
Okay, sure.
You could live your dreams of having hair.
Last week we did Christmas gifts.
Yeah,
and
very subtle. Or not subtle.
We started off doing Christmas gifts,
yes.
And then we went stoppy, and we never went back.
Yeah, and it was kind of, what's the word? It was very, like, not brief. It was, like, very vague. That's the word I was looking for. So we did, like, a vague, quick Christmas list. We didn't really go into too many specifics of, like, exactly things. Yeah. We also didn't mention anything about supporting local, which I thought about this morning.
Yes.
Support local, people.
Support local.
Buy earrings.
Yeah.
Where are they? There they are. Got local earrings.
One thing that I forgot to mention is anything from Peak Design.
Yes, that's pretty good too.
The Peak Design stuff is like, we got the tech pouch, which I got to get one of those. And their camera straps are excellent, and their bags are awesome. A little bit expensive, but they're awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, anything from Peak Design.
Their straps are nice.
Oh yeah, yeah. Everyone we know has a Peak Design strap. So.
Today we thought it would be really fun to do like a question episode, because normally we'll try to go over like news and stuff going on in the photo community, and we thought we'd have fun with this one, even though I'm extremely like uncaffeinated and a little low energy, and my hat is like kind of falling off. We're gonna do this. So on Instagram, we posted a story.
Did you see I posted stuff on TikTok? And
I saw that you posted a story to TikTok. My phone also stopped working with TikTok. So should I give some backstory on the phone?
Yes. Well, the Google Pixel
2 XL
is DOA.
Yes. Yeah. So I mean, it's almost 4 years old. So I'm like, okay, I can't hate it. I got a lot of life out of it. But I got a Google Pixel 2 XL back in like beginning of 2017. And it's great, other than the fact that it drops calls, drops Wi-Fi, and has a bunch of other issues. But I lived with it, and it was a great little phone. And I paid it off. Main thing, I paid it off like a year and a half ago. Anyways, on October 1st, I got an Android update. Dun, dun, dun. I got an Android update, and right after I updated it, there was like a little note. It was like people with Nokia phones, people with like Google phones, like click here. So I clicked the one for Google phones, and it's essentially a chart listing what phone you have and what cutoff date is the end of Android updates, like software updates, customer support, and technical support. So basically when your phone is dead. Doesn't it say October 1st, 2020? Which is the day that I updated it. And I was like, this is fucking great. So I started looking into phones, and I didn't get one because they're expensive as hell. Yep. It says the girl who has no problem justifying spending this much money on a camera. So it was between like iPhone and Samsung and like all these different ones. I picked one, but I put it off because I was like, my phone's still working. Last night, when I was checking the stories, almost everything stopped working. It decided yesterday was the day it was going to stop. So essentially all my GIFs, videos, audio, They stopped working. The texting would like freeze. The scrolling would pause. Instagram pretty much stopped working. So I was trying to go like grab screenshots from like the answers of the questions that we put up, and it took me like 10 to 15 minutes to get them. So to wait for my phone to load because there were GIFs on them, and I was like, "Fuck!"
Is it a GIF or a GIF?
A GIF.
A GIF? Okay.
Yes, a gift. If it was a GIF, it would start with a J.
Okay.
Anyways, so I ordered a new phone yesterday.
Now, why didn't you just go to the store and get one?
Because I was at work.
Ah, okay.
And because I didn't want to go out in public. I ordered it through Kudo, who I'm
Okay.
with. And you can order it and like have it directly hooked up to your current phone number and pick your plan and everything. It was way too easy. And shipping was free. So I got a Samsung S20.
Cool.
Yes.
Okay. It's not an iPhone.
It's not an iPhone, but apparently it has very accurate screen color,
Okay.
which is very important because Google does not.
Yeah.
And for a photographer, that's kind of a pain in the ass. And it has a pretty decent camera. I compared mainly the cameras between the iPhone 12 and the S20, and they're very comparable. I've had a Samsung before, so. And then I ordered a new case yesterday.
Yay.
A new Pella case.
Okay, cool.
It's like a biodegradable case. It's cool. So anyways, I don't know what that was about. Okay.
Okay, so now it's time for Q&A.
Oh my god.
Now, I know Steve sent us a couple of questions.
Oh my god,
and
Steve.
I think he was having a couple of drinks when he was sending these. So.
Are we reading Steve? He just sent me a cool picture, or a cool link of 70-year-old photos found on ancient Leica. Maybe we'll cover that next time.
Maybe, yeah.
That will be next time. Steve's questions yesterday. I was like, are we reading these off? They're a little like mildly inappropriate.
Yeah, so we'll edit them.
I think the whole point was that they were supposed to be dirty.
Steve. He wanted to know about, what was it? Where are they?
Right there.
Oh yeah. Can that explain if it's important for a vlogger to have a dead cat?
I don't.
Does that have one? Is it used? Okay, so a dead cat is, you see them on like news reporters and stuff like that. It's a fluffy thing that goes over top. And it's like putting a pom-pom. Where's my pom-pom?
It's like this.
There we go. So basically what it does is it stops the wind from hitting the microphone. So
I'm listening. All right. I'm going to film the rest of the episode like this. No, I won't. Sorry.
how are people going to take us seriously?
No, nobody's taking us seriously. Who comes here to take us seriously?
Okay, you got the point there. So anyways, okay, dead cat stops wind
Yeah, it's like a
from hitting
windscreen.
the microphone. So it's, yeah, windscreen. And so no, we don't use a dead cat because we are recording indoors.
Yes.
Dead cat is for recording outdoors.
Outdoors mainly, yeah.
Yeah. So, and it makes a world of difference if you're in a windy environment and stuff like that. So for a vlogger to have a dead cat, it's up to you. If you're recording outside, I would definitely recommend it. On a side note, it's not made from a dead cat. I'm sure back in the day it was, but now it's like just
Synthetic.
synthetic. It's a synthetic cat.
Also, I want to make a point that I don't think he was actually asking these questions for a real answer. I think he just wanted us to read this out loud.
Okay.
But we can answer them truthfully,
Well, I'll answer the
too.
second one as well.
You can just read that one out if you want.
Does the thickness of the shaft matter when using a monopod?
We're just going to leave that. That doesn't deserve an answer.
Yes. Well,
Depends how you use it.
Exactly.
I like that this is so far back on my head on the bun only.
Yes. Alrighty, so.
So those were Steve's questions. Thank you for the trauma.
Yeah. So, sorry.
That's okay. So we sent out a couple questions on our stories. We had would you rathers, this or that's, and other questions. So I think the would you rathers are, I tried not to read them when I was getting them. I was just screenshotting them. I did see a couple in passing, but we had quite a few. Okay. So, ready?
Yes.
Would you rather, from Mark, pee standing or sitting? It's standing for me. On the toilet bowl.
I prefer sitting.
Do you?
Yeah. At home.
At home?
At home. Because I can sit back and relax.
Jesus Christ. You cross your legs, just like pop open a newspaper.
There we go.
Okay.
Next.
Also from Mark. Shooting the nude or have the nude shoot you?
Both.
But that I don't understand.
Well, okay, I can't shoot in the nude because I'm a wildlife photographer, and it's winter right now. And there is shrinkage.
Oh my god, ew! I did not need that this early with no caffeine. I quit.
You can't. It's
the
volunteer.
next ones are way more normal. I don't even know how to answer that. Shoot in the nudes or have the nudes shoot you? Or I'll have the nudes shoot me. It's like a giant noodle.
Is that like Mark?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, we're getting into the PG ones, the better ones.
Finally.
From Caitlin, shoot only Sony for the rest of your life or film only? I think that's for you.
Sony.
Really?
Yeah.
The Sony rep came in yesterday.
No way.
Yeah. Brought the A7S III.
Sucker.
It's all right.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you go in the menu system?
Yeah. The menu system is a little better. They added a rotating screen to the side.
Nice.
They also brought the A7C in, which I was more pleasantly surprised with than the A7S III.
Okay.
So if anybody's looking, I'm like, we're not going to talk about camera stuff. We're just inserting it. If anybody's looking for a really good like starter mirrorless and you're looking at Sony, the A7C is actually really good. And it's full frame. It's built into like a smaller body.
Cool. Okay.
This one's from my friend Itzia.
Hold on. You didn't answer that question.
Oh. Film.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
From my friend Itzia. Eat a pine cone or inhale cocoa powder? I think I'd go with the pine cone because I could just chew it till it breaks down.
I'd inhale cocoa powder because I could just cough it up.
Wouldn't that be like really unpleasant?
Yeah. But it would only be unpleasant for a few seconds. You gotta chew.
Yeah, that's not unpleasant. It's just like eating croutons or something.
No, it isn't.
It's a giant.
Remember those little pine trees that you had hanging off the rearview mirror? The smell of those things?
Yes.
You gotta eat that.
But it doesn't specify how fresh the pine cone is.
True. Okay. Alrighty.
I'll eat a stale one. From Mary. Edit with Photoshop or Lightroom?
Lightroom.
Photoshop is like, I don't like it as much.
Well, Photoshop, okay. Lightroom is for processing your image, right? You can make minor adjustments to it like that. In Photoshop, that's where you could remove people.
Yeah.
Add a mountain in the middle of a desert. Yes, I'm talking about you, Peter McKinnon.
Every single episode until he notices us. Please notice us.
He did that, eh?
What?
He edited one of his photos. It was this lady walking in the desert. And he put a mountain with snow on it and behind her. Oh, yeah.
That's cool.
And it's like, anyways. So, yeah, that's what Photoshop is for. Creating art, I guess, is the best way to put it.
Yeah, Photoshop is better.
Lightroom is for manipulating your
lighting,
your photos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. And not saying that your photos aren't art.
Yeah. Like, it's not saying
Right.
that you can't create art in Lightroom. It's more like physical art. Like,
Yeah.
move it.
They know what we're talking
Yes.
about. If you want us to explain more, go get another coffee and leave us alone.
From Katie. Have all the lights turn green right away or never have to wait in line? Green.
God, no, I hate waiting in line.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
But you never have to wait in line for traffic again. You'd rather wait in traffic?
Yeah, but I got the radio going and everything like that.
Oh, yeah,
so,
that's true.
Yeah.
I don't know. Now
See,
I'm questioning my answer.
I got a little side story. Okay. I have a rule book. Okay.
Okay.
And it's a very thick rule book. And it gets updated all the time.
Sorry.
But no one but me has this rule book. I know my rules. Nobody else knows my rules, okay?
All right.
So I'm standing in line at Shoppers Drug Mart, okay? And I've got an apple juice and like a Joe Louis or something like that. Like nothing,
Oh, yeah.
right? And there's two people in front of me and there's a lady behind me and it's like, whatever, it's taking a while, da-da-da. And then the cashier over there opens up and she's like, can I help the next person in line? And the lady behind me runs over and it's like, you bitch. That's what I'm thinking in my head, right?
I hope you
bitch.
say that in real life. Just a grown-ass man standing there with Joe Louis and an applesauce. You bitch.
So I go over and I get behind her because she only had like a case of water or something
Oh,
like that.
okay.
So I get behind her, and this is going back a few years, right? So, and she's like, I also brought some film in to get developed, and I don't have my little.
Where are you?
Card.
What store is
This was at Shoppers Drug Mart when they used
Oh,
to process
okay.
film. And I'm like, thinking to myself again, you bitch! Like, you cut in front of me. And then you suddenly make this lady work all sorts of extra time trying to find your photos that you were too lazy to bring your little ticket for.
At the same time, though, not all people are like that.
No.
Like a normal a person who works in customer service
So I
would
am.
turn around and see what the person has, and if they have two things, you let them go.
Yeah. So,
So it's never wait in line for you.
oh man. But like this, anyways, I am going off in my head. I am just like livid, right? And then she turns around and looks at me and sees my two items and she's like, oh, I'm sorry. And I'm like, no problem.
Just hearing you say like I'm going off like this bitch and like thinking of all this. If you were there and someone from the outside saw
there.
you,
Okay.
no, if someone else was there and saw you from the outside, you're probably just standing there like smiling
Yeah.
silently with your Joe Louis, having no idea what's going on the inside. Just,
Yep.
You fucking bitch. I don't know. Yeah, I'd rather have green lights because I feel like I have really bad luck with everything. That's gonna come back to bite me in the ass. Knock on wood.
Next.
Next. Yeah, I'd rather have green lights.
Okay.
This is this or that. There were a lot of these.
Okay.
So, pen or pencil?
Pencil.
Pen.
You know, and they everything has a little side story.
Apparently, we're never going to get through all these questions.
NASA scientists spent like millions of dollars trying to develop a pen that would
Yeah.
write in space.
Okay.
And then finally somebody said, just use a pencil.
Is that a joke?
No, it's true.
Oh.
Like a pencil is good when you're out in the freezing cold.
Yeah, it is.
Like, at
It
my
is.
old
Okay, yeah,
job-
that's true. It's more like reliable.
Yeah. Because
Unless you don't have a pencil sharpener.
Yeah.
And you have to find a really sharp rock and like
No,
carve
knife.
it. That's
Yeah.
what I do with the pencils here. We don't
With a
have a
knife?
pencil sharpener.
Oh, yes, okay.
So I'll take like an X-Acto knife and carve it like I'm in the 18th century. If
Okay.
they had pencils. Barbara Bush or George Bush? Barbara, because she's so cute. I feel like she'd make me cookies and call me honey, sweetie or something.
If she made cookies, yes, Barbara Bush.
Yes. George Bush is weird. He makes me a little uncomfortable.
Oh.
Have you heard that audio? Did you ever go on LimeWire back in the day?
Oh, back in the day, yeah.
Did you ever download if you went to go download like one song and it would be like an audio of like, I think it was Bush going like, I did not have sexual intercourse with that woman. Was that Bush?
That wasn't Bush. That
Who
was
that? Who was that?
Clinton.
Oh.
Bill Clinton.
I don't like Bill Clinton. All right, moving on. Did you pick Barbara?
Yes,
Oh.
Barbara Bush.
Barbara Bush for the win here.
BB.
Long exposure or short exposure? Short. Because I'm impatient as fuck.
I love long exposures.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I haven't
Yeah.
really done too many, so. Canon or Nikon? Nikon! Sledding or tobogganing? I read this one in passing and it actually kept me up at night. I was like, isn't that the same thing?
Pretty
Or is
much.
that just the type of thing you're using? Because a toboggan is like the one with like the curve at the front that's made of
Yeah.
wood, and sled is like whatever else.
Yeah.
Have you ever used those? When I was growing up, I still am. When I was like really little, they like ended up banning these in my region or like school or whatever.
What, the crazy carpets?
I guess that's what they're called. They were literally just sheets of plastic.
Yeah. Oh,
With
yeah.
like a hole in it, and you're holding for dear
Yeah.
fucking life. You're literally like, we did it at one time at my like my old neighbor's house, and I remember she had this staircase from her front door,
Okay.
and we had like it was they didn't use their front door, they used their side door. So the front, they had made like a hill out of
Okay.
like snow and packed it down.
Okay.
That was shooting right into the road, which was not very far away. And we went on those like pieces of plastic and would go down, and we'd get so much fucking speed that we'd shoot all the way across the road, and her parents weren't home. Nobody's parents were home. We could have died.
Wow. Yeah.
So sledding for me. It was a good time.
Yeah. Sledding.
Yeah?
Because there's more options.
Yes,
Like-
more options. I feel like tobogganing would be painful.
No, it was, well,
In like that wooden thing, if you hit something, you'd like
if you're sitting on your ass, it's not that bad. But when a lot of the times
when
you're
you have to
kneeling,
put your, or you have to
and
put
you've
your
got
legs
those-
forward.
pieces of wood across
Yeah.
holding it in place, so that the wood
Yeah.
is hitting your shins.
Yeah, I'd rather go
Right,
with
so-
like a piece of plastic or a saucer.
Yeah.
Saucers are fun too.
Yeah. They banned the crazy carpets, and then they released these saucers.
Yeah, they're like
It's like,
thicker plastic in the shape of a circle.
now you're not going down the hill straight. You're going spinning.
Have you ever hit a bump on those fucking saucers?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a whole nother story there.
And from Mary, landscape or wildlife? I feel like you go first because I've been answering these first.
So I do mostly wildlife, and the nice thing is with wildlife, when there's no wildlife, there's landscape,
Yeah,
right? So
I'd choose wildlife too, just because there's more like not interesting, but to an extent, like you have many different shots available depending on what the wildlife is doing.
yeah,
Prints or only digital? That's from Katie.
good question.
So I like prints or only digital. Not that I have tons of prints right now, but I should. Like I don't print nearly enough of my stuff. But I think I'd rather have prints. Even though I mainly do digital right now, I'd rather have prints because they just look
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, I'd like to do more prints,
Yeah.
hang them on my wall and display them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
We got film or digital from Katie, which is kind of
digital.
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 I don't know. That's tough. Steve is going to personally attack me again. Like the last time.
That's okay.
Film is a fad, and I'm like, oh my god, I forgot I say that, and I forgot I work with you today.
So don't worry if he attacks you.
I'll hit him
I
with
will not come to your defense, but I will
Thank you.
record it.
I'll hit him with a thick shafted monopod.
Exactly.
I won't hit you. I'm sorry. Don't
But we'll throw a
call
dead
HR.
cat at you.
Yeah, I don't know. Film or digital? Like, if I had to pick one for the rest of my life, I don't know.
Digital.
Ah, it hurts. I can't pick. I can't pick. I want to say digital, but I really enjoy film.
Okay.
Fuck! Digital, because it's more eco-friendly. And if I lived in the middle of nowhere and went off-grid, I don't know where this context came from, or this scenario, but this is what's going on in my head right now. If I lived in a van, which has been my dream since I was 14, in case any of you don't know that, I'm pretty sure everybody knows, to live in a van and go off-grid. Digital would be way easier.
Yes.
Instead of like a fucking dark room in my van.
Yeah.
It's like a meth lab. Okay, we got some more. One more. Salty or sweet?
Sweet. I'm diabetic. Of course it's sweet.
I want to say sweet, but I really like eating both at the same time.
Oh, salty sweet? Oh, man.
Yeah.
What
so
I used to
we
do,
choose neither. We choose both.
Yes. What I used to do at the movie theater is I'd get the thing of popcorn, buttered popcorn,
Mm-hmm.
And then I'd get a thing of Glossette raisins.
Raisins?
And pour it in.
Are you 80?
Oh, man. I love raisins.
It's probably, I don't mind
And yes,
raisins.
I'm close to fucking 80.
You're almost there. Halfway there.
More
Living
than.
on a... Yep.
Yeah.
My nose is really red. It's all that coke I've been
It's
doing.
Rudolph. It's all the coke you've been doing.
Is that why Rudolph's nose is so red?
Yes.
He does so much coke.
Speaking of which, Santa's reindeer,
Yes.
okay, their wives. What do they do?
Their wives.
The wives.
Are you assuming all
the
of them are
reindeer's
straight?
wives? Yes. The reindeer's
Blitzen
wives.
could be gay. Sorry. The reindeer's wives.
What do they do Christmas Eve when the reindeer are off?
They
with
party.
Santa? They go into town, blow a few bucks.
I don't even have a reaction for you. I don't. I really don't have a reaction. What the fuck? I need to leave.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You know what actually went through my mind right after you said that when I was sitting there in silence? You know what actually happened?
No.
You know that thing that used to come on TV when nothing was on air and it would just be all the rainbow colors and go beep?
Yep.
That's literally what happened in my head. I pictured that because I didn't even know what to do, how to react. All right, we're moving on. We are into the other questions section, so this is just
There's
questions.
more?
Yeah, that
Okay.
was this or that and would you rather. So we didn't
Alrighty.
get as many, but those were fun.
Okay.
Because they were short and sweet. Now we're getting into longer ones. We got a lot from Mark. As he walks out, he's like,
Oh, sorry.
we blew his cover.
Okay.
Mark is just like the behind the scenes guy that's always here.
Yeah.
Do you usually have coffee in those mugs? Totally sus. I don't have a mug today.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you don't really don't.
I don't have a mug.
I think
I don't drink coffee.
You've had a drink in this episode, or in this show for one episode, and it was for your birthday.
Yeah, my
And that was candy cane hot
white
chocolate.
Yeah.
I do not always have coffee in it. It's usually tequila. No, it's usually coffee. A couple times it's been tea, and most of the time it's water, because I do not schedule my mornings well at all, and I don't have time to make coffee or get coffee before filming.
Okay.
Does Vanessa smell Chuck from where she is sitting? My nose is clogged
No,
from...
she does not.
This hat is upsetting me. Don't like the way I look.
Okay, next.
Does Chuck always wear his hair like that? He styles it. Sometimes he flips the one hair to the other side.
I still part it down the middle.
Do we need to tell that story?
Nope.
It's a mystery. You don't need to know that.
Yeah, maybe eventually we'll get
What's
there.
the worst customer you have ever served at work?
Oh, God.
Was that you that served that guy on Christmas?
Yeah, it was Christmas Eve.
Christmas story, children.
Yes.
Settle down with your
I'm
hot
not going to tell the
chocolates.
whole story because I don't want to go all in on this.
That's
but
okay.
basically, this guy was very upset, and he took his receipt and wiped his butt with it.
I wasn't here for it, and I'm really sad.
And at the end, I was just like, Merry Christmas. That is probably the worst customer I've ever had. And then I had another customer who, no, never mind.
I think my worst customers have just been like, I don't get a lot, so I don't want to sound like cocky, but like really creepy guys.
Yeah.
Like we had this guy. This is gonna be okay. We have this customer. We call him. He hasn't come in a while. He was here when Katie was here.
Okay.
Katie knows what I'm about to talk about. Eyeball. We call him Eyeball. I'm not going to explain why, because I don't want to give away his identity.
Well, hold on a second. Okay, what was the question?
What's the worst customer you've ever served at work?
Okay, so
anyways, he was really creepy, but Eyeball used to come in all the time and like stare me up and down and be like, my wife has the same figure as you. Like, go home to your wife, sir. Go.
I know that guy. He said the same thing to me.
Did he? His wife is oh man, he's a lucky guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just creepy guys. For worst customer I've had, toilet paper versus Kleenex. Why is the toilet paper so small and a Kleenex is so large? I don't know why this one's so funny.
Oh, that's priceless. That's true.
That's Mark, by the way.
Yeah. That's interesting. It's a good question. What are those bears on
The
TV?
Charmin bears?
Charmin, yes.
Those are the weirdest commercials I've ever seen. They get weirder and weirder every year.
But we need Charmin to sponsor us for that.
Maybe.
Yeah. Or what's that? Or what's the other
Maybe
one?
the Kleenex is larger because people have larger noses than they have assholes.
She's tired.
Ah!
I prefer roll of toilet paper because you could use it as Kleenex.
Does that mean? Does that mean that your nose holes, I can't even finish this sentence, are the assholes of your face? Because you wipe them? That's my question to give you right back to you. Let me know in the comments. The nose holes are the assholes of the face. You got two. How awesome is your manager? He's pretty.
Okay.
He's all right. He's gonna take personal offense.
Yeah.
Which one of you is the smartest? Who has 2 brain cells and who has 1? It's like Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
Who's stupider?
Pinky in the brain.
I don't want to answer that because it would hurt your feelings. You look like slightly hurt. You're like, yeah. I also see in your eyes, you're like, yeah, let's be real. You're the stupider one.
Yeah,
on.
that's we'll move on, yeah.
Who's taller?
I am.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take it. I don't want to stand up. Wait, yours is on the other side. I was going to reach over and do that.
Yeah, but the legs are making... Okay.
I'm
really
really short now. I'm really short now.
There, you go. You said to stand up. Do you want?
No.
No, okay.
You guys need to review this Instagram account, Shitty Rigs. Are we doing that right now? We got time. Shitty Rigs. You can do it because my phone is not working.
I gotta find Instagram. Again.
While you find that, I'll ask the next one. What are your holiday dinner must-haves?
Sue's homemade
that one.
stuffing is probably the best thing on the face of the fucking planet.
I need to try it now. My favorite is I feel like every family has a variation of it and they're all equally as good. Sweet potato, like a sweet potato casserole. So like some people will do mashed and they'll do like a brown sugar. That's my favorite. Sweet potatoes with sugar. What is this? We're on. Oh, Jesus Christ! I actually love it. It's genius. We're gonna have
These
to
are
add
not.
the.
Yeah, these are not
Is
shitty
that
rigs. That's a laundry hamper.
Go down. Go down.
You can't see any of these. 'Cause
No.
I don't know if I can post these or not. I'll have to figure that out.
You guys should go look at shitty rigs. That's pretty
Yeah.
funny. They're not
But-
bad. They're very creative.
Exactly. It's not shitty if you're saving yourself money, right? If it works,
Yep.
who are we to judge?
Yep.
Right?
We did the holiday dinner must-haves. What is the most awkward / funny holiday gift you've ever received? Last year, Justin got me a coloring book of dicks, and he gave it to me in front of his entire family. So that was really fun. That was
I can't-
a great experience.
I have honestly no idea. I can't remember.
You don't want to tell me. It was your anal beads from Sue last year, wasn't it?
That was
All
for
right.
my birthday.
I was about to excuse myself for being too inappropriate.
I'm using them right now.
And
You
then
didn't catch that.
it's the beep.
That was like a joke grenade. It took 10 seconds to go off. Okay.
Last one, because we got another one from Mary about Photoshop and Lightroom, but I think we've talked about Photoshop and Lightroom a lot.
Yeah.
The pros and cons of Photoshop and Lightroom is from Mary.
Ah, okay. Are we doing that now?
Yeah,
thought
I
you said there was
guess.
another one.
No,
Okay,
there is another
okay.
one, but we can do that one if you want. I just didn't know
The
if you
pros
wanted
and
to.
cons of Photoshop and Lightroom.
The pros of Lightroom, I think, are the ability to just like the ease of using.
Yeah.
Like
And being able to catalog everything.
yeah, I don't use that properly.
You should.
It says back up, and I hit skip this time every single time I do it. It still backs it up to an extent. If I rate them, it helps.
No, but when you stick your card into your computer,
Yes.
you have Lightroom on, it automatically
Oh yeah.
loads
yeah.
everything.
Yeah, that's kind of nice.
Right? And then what's nice about it is I can go through it there and toss out the ones that are out of focus and the ones that I don't
Yeah,
like and everything
yeah.
like that.
I do like the ability to like. I think they call it cull.
Yeah.
To like cull them. I really like the rating thing. I could go off about all the pros of Lightroom, the cons of Lightroom. How long it took me to learn Lightroom. It took me a long time to learn Lightroom.
Really?
I didn't like to get good at Lightroom.
Okay.
And I'm still like not good. Sorry. It's all the I don't know.
Vodka?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pros of Photoshop.
Oh, it's the stuff you can do with photos is unlimited.
Yeah. Directly relating to me, I mainly use Photoshop for blemish retouching. I know you can do it in Lightroom, but I don't. That's what I use it for. I smell pine sol.
Yeah, really. Yeah. The cons of Photoshop. People tend to go a little bit overboard. And so there's manipulating a photo and turning it into art. Like, so, you know, replacing the sky with an alien sky and, you know, changing the pine trees to like pink. Like, it could come out really nice.
Yeah.
Right? But some people just do it very bad and they think it looks good.
That's me.
Okay.
What are your New Year's resolutions? To stop smoking, apparently. No, I don't smoke.
You should start. It's good for you, man.
I might as well with the amount of smoke in our building.
Oh, yeah.
Live in an apartment building. It's very
I thought you meant
smoky.
this building. I was like, what? Is it on fire?
I don't know. I never really make New Year's resolutions. Just to, like, do what I want.
My New Year's resolution this year is to make no more New Year's resolutions.
That's it.
That's it?
That's it.
Thank God.
That was good.
It was,
This
actually.
was fun. We
Yeah.
should do them in the future again.
Yes.
Maybe caffeinated.
Caffeinated.
I
yeah.
feel like
Okay.
the it's funny because I'm like really excited about this, but I don't feel like I'm coming across excited because I'm speaking very monotone and my eyes are like shut and I've been yawning the whole time. I can't wait to work till 9 p.m. tonight.
Yay! What was I gonna say?
Oh, there was another one. There was another one. Sorry, there was one more from Mary. She messaged it to us. From a DM. For Chuck.
Oh.
Gun to your head.
Okay.
Would you shoot black and white or color film?
Okay.
Answer. No!
Don't point that thing at me. It's got a nail in it. Jesus Christ.
That was a grenade. That took a second. It's like a
Color
nail.
or black and white?
Color, black and white film. Gun to your
Film. Oh, jeez.
head.
Color. Color. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What if you had to develop it on your own?
That's easy. I'd hire somebody to do it for me. So I don't
That's
know
it.
I don't know nothing about developing or anything like that. So
Developing film or black and white is apparently easier because color has to be temperature sensitive.
oh, okay. Well, I'm
Which
temperature
doesn't seem-
sensitive, so
Me too. That's why I brought this giant blanket scarf and I'm wearing it like a blanket because I have holes in the knees of my pants. My knees are
because
cold.
you can't afford real.
My
pants.
patellas are cold.
Your
Is that what they
patellas.
are? Patellas?
I think so.
What's the patellas? Like a freaking elbow or something? That's a weenus.
It's a weakness. And that's an anus.
And these are your face anuses.
So yeah, this is our last episode before Christmas. And then we're going to have an episode before New Year's. And then we might be taking a week or two break because we're going to be moving this whole setup to another location. And we've got to get it all set up and everything like that. So we'll see how soon it happens, how quickly it happens. It might be...
We might come back from the break in the same spot.
Yeah.
But we are planning to move. Yeah. But we hope you all have a bitchin' holiday.
Yes. A
And
Merry
Santa
Christmas.
is good to you. This is
And,
our budget Santa right here. Santa on crack.
Speaking of which, I had like Christmas photos one year with pets,
Yeah.
and the Santa we had, I swear to God, he smoked a big fat one right before the shoot.
That would be really fun to go
Because-
do that and then sit with dogs all day.
Oh no, because he was sitting with this dog and he was just like just totally space cadet, like, oh man.
One year we took our dogs to the PetSmart to get pictures with Santa, and every single year it was like a 14-year-old boy. He
Playing
was, like-
Santa?
Yeah, and he was super fucking skinny and the beard was like hanging off his face. It was great. Not quite equivalent to your stoner Santa.
Yeah. Actually, I
Yeah,
got a
instead of
thing.
leaving him cookies this year, leave out a big fat doobie.
Time to
And
smoke
some
a
water
fatty
in
with
case
Santa.
and some water in case he's parched.
I was just seeing if the Santa photos were up. Because it came up on my
In your memories?
yeah. Because I have no memories. Oh well.
We'll
It's not
find
there.
it maybe.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. Have a bitchin' holiday.
Yes. Merry
Uh,
Christmas.
Stay safe.
Yes. Stay out of
Don't
trouble.
spread COVID.
Yes, don't spread COVID. And hopefully you don't get run over by a reindeer. We'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week.
Toodaloo.
Motherfuckers! That was probably really loud.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm tired.